Hello and welcome to Miniature Addiction Club. Today I'm going to show you some of the things I have purchased recently with the intention of using them in my miniature work. Most of these items were bought second-hand and I have been saving them up over several months so that I could do a haul video. At the end of the haul I will be transforming a couple of the items into finished miniatures, so make sure to stick around for that. Or you can skip ahead to that part if you aren't interested in seeing the rest of the items. Now let's jump in and see what's in here. First up I have these beaded bracelets that have this cool oriental looking bead. I thought it looked somewhat like a Chinese food dog to me, but I'm not 100% sure. I thought they would make interesting decor in a dollhouse and could be turned into lamps or bookends or something like that. I also have this larger one here as well. Up next I have another beaded bracelet, and this one has a heap of different beads on it, including some filigree ones that would make good miniature ornaments or trinkets. This was pretty inexpensive and I couldn't miss out on getting so many unique beads at once. I also bought a few other beaded items from various places, and I think I might have a sub-addiction when it comes to beads, which I didn't realize I had until just now. This one has some nice cage-like beads, as well as this one that looks like a little jewellery box, and a bunch of little flowers as well. There are also these large flat ones that could make nice miniature vases. I also found this necklace with these little star beads, which I thought would make great miniature Christmas tree ornaments. I think this is either part of a broken necklace or a keyring, but it was only $1 and it has a heap of really interesting beads. Let me know if you would be interested in seeing a separate video where I make miniatures using up my bead stash, because I have quite a few now and I really need to start using them. I also picked up this brooch as I thought it would make a nice ornate picture frame, maybe with a little bit of gold leaf on it if I can remove the plastic cabochon. I also picked up these wooden beads. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use these for, so if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. Up next I have this decorative plaster thing, and I'm thinking of taking a mould of the centre part using silicone moulding putty, then pouring plaster into the mould to make some ceiling roses. It's just an idea I had, and it might not work, but I'll try and do that in a future video. Then I have these two plastic lions. I have no idea what they were originally, maybe some sort of cake decoration, but when I saw them I immediately wanted to turn them into decorative stone statues that you would see either side of a grand entrance or gate. I will be transforming these at the end of the video, so keep watching if you want to see how they turned out. I also have this little box picture frame which I thought would be cute to make a miniature scene inside of. Once again, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'd love to hear your ideas. Up next there is this little ceramic thimble. I only bought it for the display case that it's in, which I thought would make a great dome for a miniature butterfly display. I will be showing you how I transformed this piece at the end, so once again, keep watching if you want to see how I made it. Now these little guys I bought from my local model shop. They are made of metal and I thought they would make good decor for a study or something, maybe if I add a little base to them and paint them to look like bronze. It's a shame they're both standing in the same position, but I thought they were pretty neat and I will definitely use these in the future. And I couldn't resist adding another paper punch to my collection, and this one would be great for making miniature flowers. I also managed to find this adorable little Santa Claus decoration at a second-hand shop. He is so small and so cute, and I can't wait to use him in a Christmas room box. These are some earrings which I thought would make interesting miniature decor, kind of like something you would put on a coffee table or a shelf, either just as they are or turned into something like a little miniature terrarium, or I was even thinking of using them as a light shade for a ceiling light. I absolutely adore these little earrings I found. They were quite expensive for secondhand earrings, but I thought if I cut the posts off the back, they would make perfect little framed cameo pictures to put on a wall or a desk in a miniature room. I really love the colour and the detail of these. Up next, I have this wooden box which I'm thinking of putting a window in and turning into some sort of miniature shop front, maybe either a cake shop or some sort of chocolate shop, but I'm open to other suggestions as well. It's quite shallow, so it will be a challenge, but I want to start to try and make smaller scale projects, as some of my dioramas have gotten pretty large lately, and I'm struggling to find space to display or store them. Now this book I bought new, and it was a little birthday treat for myself. It's full of miniature ceramic artists, and the examples of work are absolutely beautiful. Some of them are just incredible. Look at this little frog. It's just such a cute book and full of all kinds of inspiration. It's not often I find specific miniature related books, so when I saw this, I just had to get it. And here is a random little Super Mario guy which I found and I thought would come in useful for a miniature kids room or toy shop. I always regret not buying a miniature Power Ranger figurine I saw one day, and I think about it all the time, so when I saw this, I just had to get it. I got this little bike from a garage sale and it came with some nasty potpourri, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out. I really want to paint and distress this and make a miniature flower shop and have this leaning against the shop front with bunches of flowers in the baskets. Once again, so many ideas and not enough time. Let me know what sort of projects you want to see me make in the future. Guys, I think I need to change the name of this channel to Bead Addiction Club because I went and did it again. I bought more beads. I guess these are technically sequins, but there are also a heap of beads in here too, and I didn't really need all of these. I think I just bought the packet for these particular flower beads, so I will definitely be rehoming some of these. Now it's time to give these lions a makeover. I'm just mixing some baking soda with some matte black acrylic paint and giving them a couple of coats of this as a base layer. The baking soda will add some texture to help make them look like stone. Here I'm making a platform base for each of the lions out of some foam board and scraps of cardboard. And I'm just gluing all of the layers together with tacky glue. I'm also using some nail art stickers which I bought off Temu to decorate the front of each of the plinths. I glued the lines to the bases and continued painting them. After the base coat had dried, I went in and dry brushed some dark grey over the top to bring out the texture. Then I added a lighter grey colour to really bring out the highlights. I could easily distress and weather these more by adding some moss or some darker washes back over the top, but I decided to leave them as they are, as I'm not sure where they're going to end up yet, and I would rather distress them once they are part of their final setting. Now it's time to transform this little dome into a butterfly display case. I'm using a metal rivet filled with tacky glue to hold some dry twigs in place. Then I trimmed the bottom and glued it to the centre of the base. The dome didn't quite fit, so I had to trim some of the branches a little. Then I went ahead and added some rocks to the base. To make it look more natural, I added some grass and some clump foliage to the base as well, and I also added some dried lichen to the rocks. I already had these little printed butterflies, so I cut them out and folded the wings to make them look more three-dimensional. Then I glued the butterflies in place using my tweezers to position them. And there we have our little butterfly display case. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.